Diddy in jail. All right, chat. Hey, chat. When I'm scrolling, y'all see some of y'all want me to play. Let me know.
AKA P Diddy, or should we say?
We about to react to Diddy's life inside an NYC hellhole jail. Let's see what Diddy going through right now, chat.
Sean Combs, aka P Diddy,
or
should we say inmate 37452-054, is facing a living nightmare at New York's Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York. A jail described as hell on earth.
Damn, Diddy.
Drug use, threats to life, and shared showers. No, we're not talking about Diddy's freak-offs. This is just another brutal day inside MDC.
Chicago, I like Chicago food. I went to Chicago one time, it was so good, bro.
We'll explore Diddy's home and his life inside NYC's hellhole jail. Diddy is currently living the counter life to his hyper-luxurious existence that came crashing to an end in September 2024 when he was charged.
Chat, be honest, bro. I'm about to put y'all on. Be honest, bro. Say you are an A-list celebrity. I'm talking about top of the top list celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want, snap a finger, you got it, my. You know what I'm saying? Then Diddy call you. Hey, Playboy, I got a mansion party tonight. Everybody gonna be there, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite actors, basketball players, they gonna be here, Playboy. We need you to come through VIP, Playboy. I'm gonna send you everything you need. What y'all doing? Y'all going or y'all staying home? Be honest. Be honest. Before all the Diddy came out, what y'all doing?
Sex trafficking, racketeering.
Be in there. Yeah, y'all not staying home, bro.
What?
Y'all not staying home.
What?
Bro, you will go to that party, bro.
No.
You want
No.
Y'all not staying home, bro. Y'all are capping. Y'all gonna go to that party, bro. Oh my gosh. No, I never been to a Diddy party, bro. But I'm saying, like, oh my, y'all going to that party, bro.
Which included reams of sexual offenses against
y'all going
women.
to that party,
Diddy
bro.
rapped his way into stardom in the 90s, eventually racking up a net worth of around $1 billion.
That boy, billionaire.
Music, fashion, restaurants, vodka, and TV. In his prime, he held so-called white parties, where a who's who of fame and fortune had the opportunity to snort rails from the tanned bodies of call girls. These X-rated shindigs had an adult-only element where guests could indulge their most lurid fantasies. These were marathon orgies where the escorts servicing the VIPs,
if y'all go to a strip club, y'all go to a Diddy party,
would have to use intravenous drips to recover from days of non-stop sex and rampant drug use. Diddy is now doing hard time in a Spartan prison cell at the MDC, where the only white lines he sees are the ones he's told to stand behind as he's ordered to drop and cough. As the most high-profile prisoner in the USA, everything he does is strictly monitored. His every move is recorded. He can't scratch his nose without someone watching. And
I've been here all my life, bro.
He won't end up sharing a cell with a muscular thug with hands big enough to screw off human heads.
I've worked at all white
Diddy
parties.
is currently being held in the special housing unit.
Make sure you leave at 12. Oh shit.
A 23-hour lockdown part of the prison. That means he's
23 and
purposefully
1.
being kept away from the general population, which according to a former warden is because he wouldn't last a minute in the main part of the jail.
Damn.
Not only is he charged with sex crimes, but killing Diddy, according to this warden, will bestow an inmate a badge of honor. Diddy is a dead man walking if anyone can actually get to him. At the very least, he'll have to pay millions in protection money. The question is, can they get to him? We'll come back to this topic soon, but first, let's examine his day-to-day existence in a jail that's somewhere within the 7th circle of hell, the violent part. Wake-up call is 6 a.m. on the dot, when Diddy will open his eyes to 4 bare walls. He probably isn't getting much sleep. The shoe is quiet during the night, but the occasional scream will no doubt wake him from his
He's screaming in jail for real.
He's also very uncomfortable sleeping without a pillow on a 1.5-inch mattress. This is a man whose $40 million 10-bedroom home, just one of his homes, had a theater, a spa, a beauty salon, and a pool connected to an underground water tunnel. There's likely no natural light in his cell, just a strip light above the furnishings of an iron bed
no way to live,
bolted
gang.
to the floor. Next to an all-in-one ensuite sink and toilet. He spends 23 hours a day in this cell. His family has been allowed to see him, and his lawyer has been visiting, but the majority of his just him and those 4 walls, plus the odd visit from Kenny the Cockroach. Yes, he probably names them. That's the kind of thing men do in isolation. He's expected to make his bed every day after he awakes, to mop the floor and keep his toilet and sink clean. No doubt he is grateful for these cleaning duties that give him something to do. It might be humiliating for a man who had hordes of household staff.
Bro, I heard a theory that said Diddy got cloned. Diddy ain't even in jail, bro. A clone went to jail. That's what I heard, bro.
But the alternative is going insane from inactivity.
I'm about to search it up and see if we can see that.
Through a small hole in the door. There will be no caviar on offer, but there will be powdered scrambled eggs, cheap white bread, milk, and sweet juice. This is one of 3 meals each day, which all added up by law should give him at least 1,800
Damn,
calories.
that's it.
One of the problems with this shoe is when he finally gets his meal, it won't be
Funny
very
Marco
hot.
trolling.
He's gone from spending $3,000 on a single meal in New York to eating cold hot dogs made from muscle and sinew. With each jail meal typically costing $3 to $4, he'll have to get used to mystery meat and maybe the odd surprise dish. An MDC prisoner recently complained about maggots in his food. Still, Diddy has plenty of cash, and he has access to the commissary, where he can buy
have to hit
candy,
that commissary.
coffee, tea, and other food treats.
gonna have to hit
and
that
likely
commissary.
clothes or a radio. The maximum he'll be able to spend is $160 every 2 weeks. Not much
you
for a
only can
man who
spend
owned a
$100?
$500,000 diamond-studded gold chain. He might spend a lot of time reading, although there is limited access to the library for shoe prisoners. If he is reading, it's likely material found in the jail's TrueLinks electronic law library. Still, a prisoner recently said resources are really bad in the MDC. Forget about your constitutional rights, he said. Human rights here are a problem. Diddy gets 3 showers a week, which will be taken by
You still
himself
staying
in
stoned out? It's
showers that
crazy.
inmates have said are full of mold. It's likely
With that type
Diddy,
of
a
money,
man who is used to the finer
it's
things in
possible.
life, is now familiar with the scent that fills a badly ventilated room when large logs of fecal matter don't flush properly. There were recently 800 work orders for repair and infrastructure at the MDC in the space of a month, and plumbing was one of the issues that needed to be fixed. Let's now imagine Diddy was in general population. This has been called hell on earth since it was opened in 1994. In recent years, it's been known for brutal assaults. Reports say prisoners receive inadequate supervision and insufficient medical care. An inmate reported people get stabbed at least a couple of times a week in a jail
Grown
where
ass
inmates
man
have
watching
homemade
Diddy.
knives that are 6 to 9 inches long. Not long ago, an inmate was stabbed multiple
Damn.
times. Instead of receiving medical care,
Damn, that
5-day lockdown. Another prisoner was stabbed to death. This happened in a jail
Man,
where
that's
staff
for their
members
lives.
were fired over the last 5 years for doing shady business with the prisoners, which, according to a current inmate, means bringing in phones, the drugs, the razors, the scalpels.
Man, that bitch
It's
fight for
even
their
said that
lives.
some of the correction officers are gang members. It's so incredibly violent in the MDC that judges have been reluctant to send men there. Still, they don't have many options since the Metropolitan Correctional Center was shut down, mostly because of what happened to Jeffrey Epstein. If the same happens to Diddy,
What happened
we
to
can be
Jeffrey
sure
Epstein?
heads will roll. So, is he completely safe? It depends. Just before we started making this video, it was reported he'd left his total isolation and was shacked up in a dorm with the former crypto king Sam Bankman-Fried. But this is
Got
just
touched.
a rumor. It's
They
hard to
killed him?
know because the Bureau of Prisons says it does not provide information about conditions of confinement, and it definitely won't talk about security. But we do know from Diddy's lawyers that
Every
life in the
reactions.
jail
What's
is
up,
not
Lex?
ideal. They recently called the conditions horrific, attempting to get Diddy out on bail with a $50 million bond,
Damn.
but the judge refused, so it looks as though he is staying.
They said no to 50
How will
million,
everything
bro?
work out for Diddy? If it's true he is in a dorm, he'll be experiencing 24-hour paranoia.
Your stream
sleeping
link's
with
not
one
working.
eye open,
I
watching every
switched
move of every man.
platforms.
He might be
I gotta
living
do it
with
for this
guys
platform.
who, like him, require protective custody. But that doesn't mean any of the 18 to 20 of them in that dorm won't be dangerous. A few of them, like Diddy, will be in for sex-related offenses. And we're talking about a man worth hundreds of millions, so we can expect Diddy will be paying some serious money to help him stay alive.
Damn,
But
Diddy.
let's not forget that a person is innocent until proven guilty. Diddy's lawyers recently said that their client has been looking forward to clearing his name, and he is going to clear his name. And if he doesn't, his name is soon going to be landing on the lips of men who have nothing to lose, and maybe something to gain. And that's why it's almost certain if he's found guilty, he'll spend much of the remainder of his life in a protective custody unit, where he'll have lots of opportunities
Let's
to
see if
discuss
they got
break
this
offs
theory on
with
YouTube. I'm pretty sure they do, bro. I'm pretty sure they do. Diddy clone. This shit said coming out the closet. Damn, what the fuck? Oh shit, hold on. That's cap. You're not guilty till you prove innocent. That's cap. You guilty till proven innocent these days. Diddy clone displaying. Proof reveals Diddy is free while his clone is in jail. That's what I heard, bro. Kevin Hart gives critic answer. Which one we want to watch? We're gonna look at this one real quick.
Diddy has a clone. Apparently there's this thing spreading around where people are saying that the person that's actually in jail is not the real Diddy. Let me catch you up to speed. This is a real photo of Diddy. Notice the markings on his face. They're very prominent, and they are from the real Diddy. However, in this mugshot right here, you do not see these markings at all.
That don't even look like him, bro.
Whoever is in jail, allegedly, supposedly, is not the real Diddy. This photo always terrified me. There's just something off about this photo.
It's that nigga eyes.
Even more weird. Diddy's private jet is still flying around as we speak and making stops in various locations around the world. Just a few days ago, his private jet was spotted at Auckland Airport, a spot normally reserved for private aircraft. This is from the account Celebrity Jets. They're actually tracking P. Diddy's private jet flight path. And this is when it was landing at New Zealand. And 2 days ago, it was at Honolulu, Hawaii. This is the actual private jet that Diddy owned. And you can see him getting off this private jet here. So, what do you guys think?
I don't know, chat. Diddy, I did be running around.
I've had clients describe NBC
that boy fatty for you seen that nigga belly?
The worst conditions they've been in.
That's why, of course. There's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers.
Hold up. Did Diddy really pull off one of the biggest vanishing acts we've ever seen? The internet is buzzing with rumors that the man currently sitting in a prison cell might not be Sean Diddy Combs at all. Yeah, you heard that right.
It don't look
Diddy
like
might
that
have
nigga,
pulled a
bro.
Houdini and swapped places with a double, leaving an unsuspecting lookalike to take the heat while he slipped away back in March.
That
If
would be
sounds
crazy.
too wild to believe, just wait, because the story gets even crazier the deeper you go.
The story we're tracking.
That would be
Sean
crazy.
Diddy Combs on side watch at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after 2 judges denied his request for bail. This as a grand jury is expected to hear new testimony from.
Imagine he got a doppelganger that looked just like him and just had that nigga on ice for years, just in case some shit happened. As soon as it happened, as soon as shit hit the fan, he sent a nigga to jail.
Very soon.
Let's rewind a little. It all started with some viral before and after prison photos that had fans questioning everything. At first glance, you might think it's just bad lighting or maybe the stress of being behind bars, but the internet's eagle-eyed detectives aren't buying it. People are pointing out some pretty striking differences. His ears? Completely off. His jawline? It's not the same as in his other photos. And don't even get started on his eyes.
That ain't the same nigga. That ain't the same nigga. That ain't the same nigga, bro.
They just seem closer together in the prison pics compared to older shots of Diddy from his red carpet days. Also, there is no birthmark, which is strange. Fans have been breaking down these images like they're on a true crime show, and the conclusion some are drawing is pretty wild. That's not Diddy. At least, it's not the Diddy we've known for years.
Special housing unit is a 24-hour
Like
lockdown
an alien.
unit, which means that any movement within that unit is controlled and coordinated, and no inmate moves outside of his cell without being in full restraints, to include leg irons, handcuffs, a belly chain, and at least
Belly
2 if not
chain.
3 staff members escorting them.
And it's not just the photos that have everyone scratching their heads. When federal agents rolled up on Diddy's properties in Miami and Los Angeles back in March, things got real.
When they
March
found that
25,
baby
to be
oil.
exact, was the day Homeland Security executed these highly publicized raids, supposedly tied to some
was
ongoing
back
legal
in
issues
March,
he's
bro.
been facing. But some say this was all a distraction, the perfect smokescreen for Diddy to quietly disappear and leave a body double to face the music. Think about it. If you had the kind of money and influence Diddy has, couldn't you pull it off? We're talking private jets, high-level connections, and enough resources to make the impossible possible.
For sure.
If there's anyone who could orchestrate something like this, it's Diddy.
You know, I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine.
Reading
But
that
in
follow,
the public
yeah.
realm, this is very
I don't know, my
significant
alert's
just
not coming
from
on.
who we associate Diddy being
Oh,
and
my
everything
shit.
we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the
My shit was
downfall
saying
to
hidden.
go from. I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go